Welcome again on my show Gyan Scholars. This is Amit Malhotra. You often find a number of books on similar subject. Every author has his own perspective as far as writing of book is concerned. Today we are trying to explore the perspective of a person who has written a book on the history of South India during medieval period. The title of the book is Land and Society in Medieval South India. So without any further delay, let's move on further and have a discussion with our today's guest, that is Dr. K. Mawali Rajan. He is a senior author as well as a professor associated with Vish Bharati University of Shanti Niketan, Kolkata. Dr. Rajan, welcome to our show. My first question is, as far as career is concerned, students always decide their career after completing their graduation. Were you pre-decided to go for such career?
I am Dr. K. Mawali Rajan, presently working in Indian History Department, Vishwabharati Central University, Shantiniketan, West Bengal. I studied my graduation and post-graduation, even MPhil and PhD from Madurai Kamaraj University in the Department of History. My specialization was ancient Indian history, culture and archaeology. I started my research career in the field of medieval South Indian history from 2007. Then I completed my research degrees and MPhil from the same university. My research interest I started from when I was in MA. I started reading of books related to early history, especially the early history of South India. So on the basis of these, my one interest, my encouragement from my research supervisor, I concentrated on studying the early Indian history and society, which focusing on the medieval South India.
The title of your book justifies the research work done by you related to the history of medieval period in southern India. What is your point of view?
So my book mainly based on epigraphical sources. In South India, there are a lot of epigraphical evidences are available. On the basis of the epigraphical sources as well as the literary sources, I have consulted the detailed manner to study about the society, culture and the economy of the medieval South India. This is mainly based on the literary and epigraphical sources which are available in South India in the form of the South Indian inscription volumes as well as the Epigraphica Carnatica, Epigraphica Indica, in some other epigraphical volumes which were published in the different regions of the South India. This is, I have consulted the several inscriptional volumes which are available in different published epigraphical volumes.
Sir, what is the perspective of the book that published recently?
So my the recent book on land and society in South India, which mostly perspective on socio-economic and cultural tradition. There were 3-4 unit I have divided based on the article which I received from the public as contributors. So on the basis of I have planned to bring out a division which on the agriculture, irrigation, the land holding pattern, the cultural aspect, especially the hero stone, the historical tradition in early medieval India, which relevant to the understanding the society, economy and culture of the medieval South India.
The writer always intend to give a message that must be conveyed in a very authentic manner. To what extent you agree to it?
The main message I want to convey to the readers, this is a very rare collection of the books which gives a glimpses of South Indian history, covering different aspects of the society and economy and cultural aspect. So earlier the historian, they worked differently on the Chola, Vijayanagar even the Pandyas, but this book will cover all the aspects which covers the entire society and economy and cultural aspect of the South India. It will be a great asset in the field of the history and the historical publication in future.
Working on the ancient inscriptions is a very challenging task. What were the obstacles that you have faced?
Tamil Brahmi, is very difficult to understand the content and the aspect which they have given in inscription. So I had the knowledge of reading and writing the Tamil Brahmi. I had a chance when I was doing the MA, I studied the epigraphic course in Chennai. From there I learned the reading and writing of the Tamil Brahmi. That there is inscription which I consulted, and regarding the writing of my book, the most of the inscription which is in Tamil Brahmi, I know the language, I know the reading and writing of the Brahmi script.
This is your first book that has been published by Gyan Books. How was the experience of working with Gyan Books?
This is the fourth book which I published from the very reputed publisher, the Gyan publication. That will be a very good outcome. It is the addition to the research career. That is will be my very excellent publication in my career.
This is my last question, but not the least one. The writer tries to keep his readers into consideration, whom you find to be your priority.
There are very less books on a comprehensive way of writing about the society and economy and culture. So this book will be an addition among the researcher and scholars and the students in master level. There will be a beneficial to the student and scholars, those who are working on the South Indian history based on the epigraphy and literature.
That's it for today. Tomorrow we will meet you again. This is Amit Malhotra signing off. Thank you very much for watching our show.